Here's your weather trivia science lesson for Wednesday night, August the 5th. Why is fog in the forecast? All right, A, strong winds blowing in moisture or higher dew points. B, lighter winds allowing the temperature to drop to the dew point. C, unidirectional wind shear causing lower dew points to mix down from above. Or D, Lake Michigan's cool and moist air here in southeastern Wisconsin. So, got your guess? All right. All right, are you ready? No cheating. Ready for the answers? All right, we're going to start with the wrong ones. Here we go. If you guessed option A, I'm sorry, it's incorrect. So option A was strong winds blowing in higher dew points or more moisture. The issue with that is the strong wind portion, because the strong winds mix the air around and that prevents fog from forming. Fog usually forms best when the winds are light. All right, C is an interesting one. No, it's not correct, but it's interesting. It's a big word, unidirectional wind flow, which means that the wind direction as you go up is all out of the same direction. So let's say westerly winds as you go all the way up. Well, during the day, the sun comes out, and that causes a vertical mixing to develop, and that can bring dry air down from above and lower dew points. So the process is somewhat correct, but this happens during the day. So you have warmer temperatures typically during the day, not cooler temperatures. You don't cool off typically during the day. And sitting along the shores of Lake Michigan, this is also an interesting one. Does Lake Michigan cool our air down and add moisture to the air? The answer is generally yes, and this can happen especially when we get that cooler lake air coming in, and it will drop the temperature down to the dew point. And that's often why we get big bands of fog near the lake. So it's not an incorrect process, but it doesn't match tonight's science. So that leaves only B. If you answered B, you're correct. When the temperature equals the dew point, well, the air can't hold any more water. So in this case, the air temperature cooled towards the dew point due to the lighter winds. So winds are light, meaning the air is not mixing around. At night, that causes the air temperature to drop towards the dew point. Fun fact, the air temperature will never drop below the dew point. When the air temperature and dew point are equal, it means that water vapor or gas form of water condenses into tiny water droplets that we know of as fog or a stratus cloud on the ground. Have you ever noticed driving through fog? You get those tiny little water droplets on your windshield? Yep, you're driving through a stratus cloud. Hey, thanks for playing tonight.